So many business owners, they're simply not achieving the success and fulfillment and reward that they know they want. This framework of becoming the most powerful you and looking at those 7 gaps allows you to take control, and it allows you to understand more deeply what could be in the way of my success that I can control, that I can shape. So I'd love to share what I term the 7 damaging power gaps, and these power gaps keep us from reaching our highest potential and our most exciting goals. So I've worked with over 20,000 people, coached and consulted and trained. No matter where these people are calling from, no matter what socioeconomic level, how much money they have, how much education, they are bringing the same problem. So I said, let me pull the viewfinder back and figure out all the ways our lack of feeling powerful and feeling brave gets in the way. So I'd love to share with you what the 7 gaps are, and for you to assess if you're having any of these power gaps. I have a power gap survey, which I'm going to share with you. It takes about 8 minutes. Number 1 is not recognizing your special talents, abilities, and accomplishments. That means you don't recognize what you're capable of doing, what your special gifts are, why they matter, how they can turn into products and services, and why they need to. Number 2 is communicating from fear, not strength. That shows up everywhere. It shows up on your website. So it's talking powerfully about what you do, but it's also having boundaries to say, these are our policies, this is what we require. Number 3 is reluctance to ask for what you deserve and what you want. Let's say you want to charge your clients more. It's a reluctance to even ask for that. It's every way you're not asking for what you need and what you want. Number 4 is isolating from influential support. Mentors, sponsors, advisors, people who are speaking about you when you're not in the room, people who are selling your products without you having to do it. We need other people, but we isolate and we don't ask for help. Number 5 is acquiescing instead of saying stop to mistreatment. For you as a business, it's also not saying no to things that are coming at you that aren't fair, that are perhaps illegal, that you're not addressing. Number 6 is losing sight of the thrilling dream you had. So often in the process of running a business, we lose sight of what we got into it for in the first place. We lost sight of that dream, and we have to reclaim what we loved about it and make shifts so that we're doing work that's fulfilling, not only lucrative. And the final power gap is allowing the past to continue to define you. What I see over and over with people is they are recalling some pain, some trauma, some conflict from the past, and it's continuing to keep them small and keep them afraid, and it keeps them from doing the great work that they want to do in their business. So you might be asking, well, I might have all of these gaps. How do I even know? So I created a survey. It's called my Power Gap Survey. So in 8 minutes, you can take it. That's a quick way to assess right away. Are you experiencing any gaps? Don't be alarmed if you have these gaps, but the first step is to identify them. The second step is to take a step to close the gap. The reality is, to close these gaps is not an incredibly difficult situation. First, you have to figure out exactly what is the problem. So let's say you did the survey and you find you have power gap number 4, isolating from influential support. What that means is, and it's so important as a small business owner, you might be hacking it out yourself. You don't have an advisor, you don't have a mentor 10 steps ahead of you. That's a gap that you have to close. So what that might look like is, think about what isn't working. Reach out to people who can help, who can advise, who can consult. Sometimes you have to pay for it. Sometimes someone will be kind enough to speak to you and be a mentor and sponsor, but now is the time. And what that will do for you will answer problems that you cannot answer on your own. From all of this power gap discussion, if there's one thing I'd love you to take away, it's that there is help out there for where you are today. And the first step is to take some time and evaluate which, if any, of the power gaps you have. And if you have any questions at all or comments, we would love to hear from you. So please do share those. Any questions, we would just be happy to support you in any way we can.